Most home service business owners treat their social media like a billboard. You post winter special or call us today and you get no engagement, and that's pretty much justified, honestly. Instead, you have to post something that's personalized and something that actually hits the nail, because homeowners at this point want to know who they're letting into their house. In this video, I'm going to talk exactly about what's working really well for our clients and what's getting them millions of views on be it TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and all of these platforms. Also, I'm going to share a couple of example videos that you can refer to if you want to get some sort of inspiration around video editing and any of that stuff. Also, I'm going to share a lot of templates and tools that you would need to make your life easier. Let's get started without any further ado. First of all, talking about different platforms, we are going to start with Instagram because that's the most important one here. What can you actually post on Instagram? Instagram has multiple posting options, starting with a swipeable post. So you can have something like 3 to 5 slides. The first image must be shocking, something that attracts the eyeballs, right? Something that just gets your attention. That's what we're looking for. The nightmare stuff. The last image is pristine finish, something which is crazy good, some sort of installation, some sort of repair that you did which is really good. You went from a nightmare to something that just looks really good. You get my point, right? So that's the stuff. This could be your first image, something like this looks horrible. We found a ticking time bomb in this basement, swipe to see how we fix it. Then you have got your whole story, and now you might be saying that Yash, we are not promoting ourselves, we are not saying call us at this phone number. You don't even have to, because this specific content is promoting your authority. It is showing that hey, these guys know their damn stuff. If you wanna get this stuff fixed for you, call XYZ HVAC, call XYZ plumbing. You get the point. An example of that is slide 1, arrested leaking water heater surrounded by mold. That could be a good hook. I've added an example here. Then slide 2, the old unit being hauled away, the exact process that you're doing. Then slide 3, the shiny new tankless system with perfectly organized copper piping, and that's the result. And caption, we found a ticking time bomb in this basement, swipe to see how we fix it. You get my point. This is the exact story you are sharing with all these people on Instagram. Guess who they're gonna call if they are in a similar situation? Yeah, you know the answer now. Second example, a 7-second video using a trending audio. It starts with a mess, the technician snaps their fingers or covers the lens, and it cuts immediately to clean the result. For instance, this business was suffering, this business was losing 80K a month. Swipe. Okay. This is how we got them 130 calls every single month. I did this for my own service, right? I get this. And by the way, this is an actual truth. We took a business from doing 1 million in rev to 3 million in rev within 12 months. So anyways, not promoting myself. This could be an example, right? With a great trending audio, you can start with a mess, and then technician snaps their finger or covers the lens, and it cuts immediately to the clean result. Example, clip 1, a condenser unit completely choked by vines and dirt. Action, text sprays the hose at the camera. Clip 2, the unit is sparkling clean and running efficiently. Text overlay, your AC can breathe, we fixed that. You get one, right? Third, high definition close-ups of the dirty work. This works because it is oddly satisfying to watch things get clean. This is basically the gross factor, the viral potential of the gross content, because humans are naturally curious about things that are disgusting yet satisfying to clean. Example could be a video, a close-up of a drain snake pulling out a massive hair clog. Text overlay could be satisfying or disgusting. You can add a poll sticker for engagement. That's just the viral content there. Moving on to YouTube, long form education, a video explicitly discussing cost, because most businesses gonna hide this. If you share it, you win the trust immediately. Example, how much does a new HVAC system cost in 2026? Real numbers. Content, a low end system is gonna cost you X amount, a high end cost is gonna Y amount, and here's exactly why the price difference exists. Labor, warranty, efficiency, you discuss every single of those stuff. And I'm gonna tell you a hack on how you can take one long form video and make it 5-10 different TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook reels. Be with me. Another example, DIY diagnosis. Teach them how to fix a simple problem so they don't have to pay you. It builds reciprocity. They will feel indebted to you. Now you might say that, Yash, why do I teach them exactly how to do things? Because see, when you're helping them with a small issue, guess who are they gonna call when it's a big issue? And a lot of them don't want to do that themselves. They're just looking for that, right? They just want to know, can I fix that, or should I call someone, right? You get my point. An example, title, furnace blowing cold air. Check these 3 things before you call an HVAC technician. And content could show them how to check thermostat batteries, the filter, and the breaker. And you can end with, if it's none of these, then it's a serious problem. Call us at whatever that number is. Then third type of content, the scam alert. The concept just warn homeowners about predatory tactics used by other contractors. Example could be, hey, these are 3 lies HVAC salesman will tell you to sell you a new unit. Content explains the cracked heat exchanger scam or upselling unneeded parts. You can then position yourself as the honest protector. Damn. That's how you establish your trust. Moving on to strategy number 3 or platform number 3, which is Facebook. Local group strategy, and this works fantastically because I know one of my clients who started with this from 0 and went to 250k annual revenue with just one single thing, and that was Facebook local group strategy plus BNI. Believe me when I say this works really well. So you don't create a post and just reply while self-promoting. You do what I'm mentioning. When someone asks, does anyone know a plumber in Dallas, Texas? Obviously you will have to join specific local groups for this. You do not just drop your number. You have to reply. Let's just take an example. Yeah, we are one. If you want to call, this is our name, things like that. You can either DM us or call us at this number. We have got X amount of reviews on Google. We have got X amount of reviews on Facebook, whatever that is. And yeah, very happy to give you a free code on anything like that. You know, you're providing value. You're not just another contractor trying to sell them. Also an example, if someone posted, my toilet is overflowing, what should I do? You can just reply, turn the shut off valve behind the toilet to the right immediately to stop the water. If you can't get it stopped, DM me and I can walk you through it for free. If you need a pro, we are available, but yeah, try this first. This is basically establishing authority. You're not trying to sell, you're actually giving them value upfront, right? And this is where most business owners get it wrong. They just try selling themselves. You have to provide value and the homeowner is gonna call you anyway. Second type of content on Facebook. Post in a community group, let's say moms of XY city. Hey, you can just kind of warn them of weather or safety issues that's loosely tied to your service. Let's say, hey neighbors, it's going to drop to 20 degrees tonight. Don't forget to disconnect your garden hoses or your pipes might burst. Here's a picture of what happens if you forget. Stay warm. Bye. There's no sales pitch, nothing. You're just trying to provide them value and yeah, they're gonna kind of have a good conversation with you. Another one, partner shout out. This works fantastically. Tag another local businesses. Let's say if someone asking for a renovation contractor, you tag your friend, someone you know who would also tag you in future if you do that, right? Yeah, you can also do something like just finished a huge install for a kitchen remodel by local builder. If you guys need a general contractor, their trim work is insane. We just handle the pipes, anything like that. Then coming to TikTok, day in a life works really well. Your technician show off the setup of the work truck and things like that. You can have videos like fast cuts showing the racking system, the stock fridge, the iPad setup, anything like that. And you can start with, hey, here's the mobile office. Everything has a place. Damn. You know, things like that. Then second type of content on TikTok that works really well. Show the bizarre things you find in crawl spaces or attics, and it's just naturally viral content, right? You can create a video on a technician filming a raccoon family living in an HVAC return duct. Audio could be, you're not going to believe who's living rent-free in this customer's attic. That's a viral content because your audio builds the hype, your video exactly showcases that. I hope you get that. Now, here's a fantastic thing that's gonna reduce your effort to 1/3. Repurpose the long form content and the short form as well. One content that you're shooting for TikTok, you can repurpose and repost that same content on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook Reels, anything. You don't have to shoot every content for each platform. So you can just shoot one content and then post that on 4 or 5 other platforms. One of the best way to actually repurpose content, and this is especially for informative content, is basically repurposing long form YouTube content. Let's say you shot a video on DIY, whatever, right? And that's a 10 minutes, 15 minutes video. Now you can clip that out. You can clip 15 different content from that one single piece, and guess what? You have content for the next 15 days for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatnot. We do that. You know, me and my co-founder Ben, we always do that, right? Ben has like 10k followers on TikTok. I have like 3k plus 200, 300, something like that on YouTube. Then I have another Instagram where I have over 1,000 followers, right? And I have another 1,000 to 3,000 somewhere around that on Facebook. So just know that it works. If you know how to make it work, it's gonna work. And feel free to book a call with us if you wanna go further deeper into this. I'm very happy to talk more about that because I'm very passionate when it comes to social media, when it comes to marketing. Anyways, getting into content pillar pillars now. What is a content pillar? Content pillar is basically the exact topics around which your content would be revolving. You don't have to create 15 different types of content. You just have to pick 3 content pillars and just create ideas, just create different topics around that content pillar. For instance, the gross factor or the viral content. See, I'll tell you one thing. Humans, I said this previously as well, right? Humans are naturally curious about things that are disgusting, but yet satisfying to clean, because it proves you do the hard work so they don't have to. If you are the one cleaning extremely dirty air filler or an extremely dirty blower wheel caked in grey dust and pet hair, guess who's doing the hard work? It's you. You peel the layer of dust off in one solid sheet. This is what you can just caption this video something. This is what your family has been breathing for the last 6 months. You can just say this on the video as well, right? We pulled this out of a house in Tucson, Arizona today. When was this last time you checked yours? Because it's extremely important. You get my point, right? And the reason why it works really well is because it creates immediate disgust and urgency. Example B, another example, grease monster, a hydrojetting video. Show the camera looking down on a pipe or the sludge coming out of a clean out after a kitchen sink backup. Say something like, this is why we said do not pour grease down the drain. It turns into a solid rock. We had to jet this line for 2 hours to clean. Satisfying to watch? Yes. Expensive to fix? Also yes. Then coming to second type of content, the red flag content. This works really well again because the psychology behind this is basically fear of being ripped off, because this is the top barrier for homeowners. By exposing the bad guys, you automatically become the good guy or the trusted guy, right? An example of that, the phone call. Let's say you sitting in a truck or office speaking directly to the camera looking serious. If you call a plumber or an HVAC tech and they give you a quote for a major repair over the phone without seeing your house, hang up. No honest tech knows what's the problem until they diagnose that. They are quoting you low to get in the door. Then they are going to try upselling you. Please don't fall for that scam. The reason why it works so well is because it saves them from a scam and positions you as the honest alternative, right? Coming to another point, the money saving tip. Again, reciprocity. If you give them value for free, they feel indebted to you. It also signals that you are not desperate for their money. Let's just take an example, right? The water heater flush. You crouching next to water heater with a garden hose. The script could be like, I shouldn't be telling you this because it cost me business, but here is how to double the life of your water heater. Hook a hose up here, open this valve, and let it run until the water is clear. Do this once a year to get the sediment out. It saves you $2,000 on a replacement. Damn, you just saved them a lot of money, right? You can do a lot of content like these. These are gonna be your pillar content, right? The gross factor, the red flag, which is authority content, the money saving tip. Now what you can do is just go to ChatGPT, Claude, and ask for a lot of content like these, right? You can get 30, 50, 100 ideas for each of these content pillars. And guess what? If you get 300 or let's say 365, you're having one short form video for the whole 2026 at least, right? And that's gonna work really well. Now talking about successful case studies, if you want to get, by the way, talking one thing further, you can also do a bit of memes. They get a lot of views. They're not that good to get leads or to get calls, but certainly they're gonna help you get a lot of virality basically. There's one Instagram page called as HVAC memes. You can go check this out. It's having like 39k followers. Then there's this one, right? Let me show you. Fox Family Heating and Air Conditioning. They're having 77.5k subscribers, and what they're doing is basically exactly what I mentioned previously. Why heat exchangers fail. Best gas furnaces for 2025, whatever that is, right? Diagnosing a bad compressor. Which AC system is the best? Then another one, Hydro NYC, 565,000 subscribers. Plumbing Chronicle, right? Let's say this stuff, kitchen tray installation, installing a water vapor electric fireplace. Let's say this one, Hydro NYC, 249k followers on Instagram. Again, you see gross content, either gross content or satisfying content, where it's either 3 of them, right? Now, yeah, these are 3 case studies you can refer to if you just want to see what these guys are doing, and you can just kind of replicate that. Now coming to the last part of the video, where these are some bonus tips, right? These tools are gonna help you a lot in either improving the quality of your videos or repurposing your whole content. First of all, Adobe Podcast. This is a free tool that's gonna help you enhance the overall audio of that video. No matter if you're recording a video with your iPhone, right? You can just upload that video to Adobe Podcast and it's gonna enhance the overall video and make it sound so good that it was shot from a $600 mic, right? Second one, Descript. What it does is it does automatic, AI video editing and also transcription, which is what you want for short form videos. You don't want to transcribe everything, add captions and things like that. Descript that does that for you. Same Opus Clip. It's pretty much the same software. It does video clipping and editing tool. So you can just put your long form video into that and it will clip into a lot of short form videos, and it's fantastic. Either you can go with Descript or Opus. Both of them serve the same purpose. It's totally on you. Opus is pretty easy. Descript has more features. So if you're someone who wants to check up some sort of technologies, AI and things like that, Descript is probably the better choice. But if you just want to get shit done, Opus is the one. That's it for this video. I hope you like this. If you've got any other question, feel free to comment below. I'll be very happy to answer that. If you need any help with your marketing, branding and systemizing your home service business, feel free to book a call with me and my co-founder Bent, and we'll be very happy to talk about that. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Have a great day.